Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Ritem and I would love for you to join the family, so make sure to do so by hitting that subscribe button below. So now that 2016 is coming to an end and a lot of people are super happy about it, I decided to make a Best of Beauty 2016 video. That means that I'm going to tell you guys like my favorite products for 2016 for each step of makeup. So like favorite foundation, favorite lipstick, favorite, all that kind of stuff. So if you'd like to see my Best of Beauty for 2016, then keep on watching this video. So let's start with a face primer. My favorite face primer for 2016 is the Too Faced Hangover RX primer. I have been loving this because it's super moisturizing and I've been having some dry patches on my face, so this just feels really nice on the skin. It moisturizes, but it also sets really nicely so that your foundation sticks to it so it doesn't slide everywhere. So that's why I love this primer and it was my favorite for 2016. For foundation, this was kind of a tough one because I didn't specifically fall in love with one foundation this year. I did use the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation a lot though. I'm almost out of it, it feels like. It feels really light. And I've been loving this one. It gives me a nice matte finish and I just have been using it a lot. So for concealer, I chose the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. I love this concealer. It gives me nice coverage, it highlights very nicely, and it blends out nicely. It doesn't crease, so that's why I love this concealer for this entire year. I don't think I really used anything else. Maybe the MAC Pro Longwear and the NARS concealer, but this is just the one I've been using all year and I love it. For powder, I always use the MAC Studio Fix powder. It does give you coverage and color, so do be careful with that. And if you do want like a translucent powder, I have one for that later on. I love to use this in my actual shade to set my entire face and also in a lighter shade to set my concealer and my highlight, and it just gives extra coverage, it smooths everything out, but it doesn't look cakey or crease under your eyes or anywhere else on the face, so that's why I love this powder. For bronzer, I have been using the Benefit Hoola bronzer all year. I think everyone pretty much loves this bronzer. For some reason it's super universal. For dark tones, obviously I wouldn't choose this bronzer. They do have, I think, a darker shade. I just have been loving this to bronze my face, not so much contour, but bronze. So this is the Hoola bronzer. For blush, I chose a NARS blush. I love their blushes, they're amazing. And this is in the shade Torrid. I have just been using this all year. It's a nice peachy blush and I love their blushes in general. So if you're looking for a really good blush, try NARS. Now for highlighter, the best part of a makeup routine for 2016 and I'm sure 2017, I chose the Becca highlighter in Champagne Pop, of course. This was created by Jaclyn Hill and Becca Cosmetics. They collaborated on this and this highlighter is just so gorgeous. It is not too grainy, which some highlighters tend to be. It just looks like a really nice glow from within. This is not it, by the way. I'm trying something else. For baking, I chose the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I love it for baking because it doesn't cake on the face and it just helps everything look really smooth and set nicely into the skin without creasing. This is also really good if you want to set your entire face without any extra coverage, because it is translucent, so it's not going to give you any color or coverage. It's just going to set everything in place. So I love this powder and I highly recommend it. So for brows, I have been using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer in the shade Ebony a lot. I love it more than the Brow Wiz because it gets the job done a lot faster, because the angled pencil on the end, it helps create lines, it helps create the shape better and guide you without you having to completely freehand the whole thing. So I've been loving this, but can't lie to you guys, I've also really been loving the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow. This is a lot more full coverage. I do have this on today. So if you have really sparse brows, this is really an awesome product to try. It's like a pomade gel formula, so it's really going to give you a lot of coverage, and I don't know, I've been loving this too. Also in the shade Ebony. And just for extra, I'm going to throw in the Anastasia Tinted Brow Gel in Espresso. I like to set my eyebrows with the brow gel so that they don't move around everywhere, because mine tend to do that. They're really long. So I like to use this to set them in place. For a cream contour, I chose the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Kit in the shade Medium. I have been loving this because it has the color correcting shade here too, which I really like because it's a nice peachy tone. It's not too orangey or anything like that. It color corrects darkness and dark spots, so I like that. It also has the two highlighting shades and then you have your contour shades. This blends out really nicely, and for some reason when I've been using it this year, I feel like my contour just looks so good when I use the cream contour, so I've been loving this year. Now for a powder contour kit, I chose the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I do have the Anastasia contour kit, but for some reason I just like these shades better. I just love to use them to contour. And I do sometimes use the yellow to set my under eye and my highlight areas. Next for eyeshadow palette, I chose, this was very easy by the way, I chose the Morphe Brushes palette in 35O. I think pretty much everyone chose this year, so this is just such a gorgeous palette. It totally speaks to me. I love orange shades. I know that's not everyone's cup of tea, but I just love orangey shades. I love the browns. I love the shimmery shades. This is such a perfect palette for me. I love neutrals, so this was easily my go-to this year. I do also want to mention my Makeup GEEK palette. They sent me the single shadows and I just put it in the Z palette that they sent me as well. I do love these shades so much too. Makeup GEEK eyeshadows blend really, really nicely, and they have the foiled eyeshadows that I'm just obsessed with, and they're really affordable, so I do want to mention these as well because I have been using this a lot this year. Oh, before I forget, I also want to mention eyeshadow primer. I did use the Soft Ochre Paint Pot pretty much in every one of my tutorials. Sometimes I'll use concealer when I am doing the face first, but for the most part I've been using the Soft Ochre Paint Pot every time, so I have to mention it. But you don't have to buy this, you can use concealer, it's pretty much the same thing, so I just wanted to mention it because I use it in like every video, so it'd be wrong not to. For eyeliner, I use a gel liner. I don't think I switched it out one time this year. I use the Inglot 77 gel liner. I love it. It's super black, it's matte, it's not shiny, and it's really easy to use and blendable. I love this. I've been using this the entire year and it's my go-to. For mascara, I went with the Smashbox Full Exposure Mascara. I do always switch out mascaras, but this is like my tried and tested, the one that I know will work every single time. The applicator is really, really big on it, so it helps kind of like give you volume and length and everything you want in eyelashes. So love this mascara. So for lashes, you guys know I don't really do lashes that much. They bother me for some reason, they drive me crazy, but I do want to mention the Ardell Demi Wispies. I use this on my clients a lot. They're pretty natural, but they kind of like start small on the inner corner and just like kind of wing out like cat eye. So they're really, really pretty, and also Ardell is a really affordable brand. So if I do use lashes, the Ardell ones are the one that I go for, and I like the Demi Wispies and then the regular Wispies as well. For glitter, I don't really use a loose glitter. They drive me crazy. They go everywhere. I use the NYX Liquid Crystal Liner. I have them in a couple different shades. Yeah, I use these every time I want glitter. They're a lot more user-friendly than a loose glitter, and I love how they look. I will say that they kind of burn a little bit, so if that bothers you and you get irritated quickly, then maybe you should go for a loose glitter or try something different. Also, NYX is a super affordable brand. For lip pencil, I'm not too picky. Normally, I go for either a MAC lip liner. I love the shade Spice with my everyday lip colors. I also like the NYX lip liners. I use the shade Mauve for my everyday lip colors. So NYX and MAC are both really good depending on your price point that you're looking for. For lipstick, I chose MAC lipstick. My favorite, I guess, that I've been using a lot is Whirl. I don't have it with me, but you can see in the background I have like a whole row of them. I love All Fired Up, Ruby Woo. For liquid lipstick, I chose the Smashbox Always On liquid lipsticks. These are by far my favorite from the ones that I've tried. I also like the Jeffree Star ones, but the Smashbox is just like top notch. Doesn't dry you out at all like a lot of liquid lipsticks would. Doesn't get crusty on the lips, which is disgusting and I hate that. Super pigmented, beautiful, lasts all day. These are must have. So for lip gloss, I chose the NYX Intense Butter Gloss and also the NYX regular butter gloss. The intense one is just a lot more pigmented, so you don't necessarily have to apply them over a lip color. You can just use them alone and they're super pigmented. And then the other butter glosses are really nice for toppers on regular lipstick or lip liners, and they're really good quality. They're amazing, and NYX is a super affordable brand, as I said earlier. Been loving them probably for over a year, like several years now, so amazing. Last but not least, we have setting sprays, and I have two that I have been loving. I love the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. I think everyone knows this by now. This makes it so that your foundation doesn't move at all throughout the day or the night. It's amazing. It doesn't ruin your makeup or anything, so I've been loving this year. And then the other one that I chose is the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus Fluid. This is really good if you have like dry skin, because a lot of powders and a lot of product can tend to cling onto your dry patches. So if you spray this on after your face makeup, then it will help the powder sink into your skin and look a little bit more natural and help with the dryness. So that's why I wanted to mention this, because I did get a little bit of dry patches this year and this helped a lot. So that's it for my best of beauty for this year. I hope I didn't miss anything. I wrote everything down, so I hope I didn't skip anything, but if I did, just leave a comment down below. I'll let you guys know what I've been loving. Let me know what you guys have been loving this year. I would love to hear it, so leave that in the comments below as well. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and also follow me on my other social medias at Roten Beauty. If you haven't already, I'm on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, and everything else at Roten Beauty. So I will see you guys there, and I will also see you guys in my next video. Bye!